No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And he muffs it, a loose football. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated explosive play.
The Bruins headed quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. He'll pitch it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this hope.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, UCLA! Fitted in the window for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, setting the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Brown has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Right back to the well. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 38. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. He's got the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the lone running back. Breaks into the open. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Punts it out of the air. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Udo. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Looking for the tie with the extra point. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
They're facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Ucla. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. The Bruins decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bruins!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame.
First play of the drive, wants to throw.
We've got our eye.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
From a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
At the 45 on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Looking to throw, it's Ucla. Working that left side now. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together and big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Dropping back, it's Levin. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Got his man on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Maleava. They're setting up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UCLA.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Udo. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Udo. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Off-play action on first down. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Finds his tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around this house.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Ripping through the defense. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Navy is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. That's reeled in, it's Brown. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On the move, he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Bruins. The defense putting points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Pulls it in. It's Butler. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Arizona State, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Fighting off the defender. Still running at the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Touchdown UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse. This offense hoping another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown Bruins. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Got room to work. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. Touchdown, UCLA. And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oh, they're after him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Moss.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away, and he could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
Caught over the middle. It's Buckler. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
You know, you're seeing in college football now a spread offense and tempo and air raid. We're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Scrambling away. Fires into the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing.
Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. The 20. Past the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A+ game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Reels it in down the left side. Turns on the Jets. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The 50. At the 30. The 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Looking for space. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
When we get to